Hello and welcome to my channel. Well, this is another stitch for those of you guys that are beginners. This is the stitch. It's called shallow single crochet stitch. Well, try to say that fast and many times. It's not gonna be pretty, but it's a beautiful, easy stitch to do. You work only with some single crochet and that's it, and the weird single crochet. So this is the front, and this is the back. This one I worked with 5mm crochet hook. Well, I will suggest with this you use a bigger number, at least one number bigger than the yarn recommends. Maybe I should have used the 6mm crochet hook instead of 5, because the yarn is a little bit well, thick. But it's a very beautiful stitch to make, like, I don't know, whatever you want to make. It's very easy. Okay, this stitch works with any number you want to chain. It doesn't matter. Even, odd, whatever. So what we're gonna do, we're gonna skip the first chain, which is here. Yeah, we're gonna go into the second and we're gonna do single crochets. Only single crochets all the way in all chains until we reach the end. It's very easy for you guys, the beginners. Well, it's a little bit you know, kind of tricky in the beginning, the first let's say the third row, because we're gonna do 2 rows of single crochets. So you're gonna do in each chain single crochet. Yeah, you can even make, I think it's nice to do a blanket or a mat or whatever. Even hats, they look nice. Okay. Then we're gonna chain 1, because we did bring the height to the single crochet. And again, we're gonna do 1 more row of single crochets. You know. So 2 rows of single crochet, and you'll see why. But I will suggest work with the crochet hook number, maybe half of number, or maybe 1 number bigger than the yarn recommends. And if you can go maybe 1.5 will be great. Depends on the yarn and the suggestion that they give you on the label. Because this is a little bit well, not that dense. Well, in a way it's dense, but the way we're gonna do that shallow single crochet, you're gonna have to work loose in a way, and some loops you're gonna have to make it a little bit taller, you know. So okay, we're gonna chain 1. So now, instead of usually going here on top and doing the single crochet, we're gonna go on the bottom. It's like this is the first stitch here. In here you have a hole, yeah. So we're gonna go into that hole here, grab the yarn, pull the yarn, and then leave this second loop, this one, leave it a little bit loose, and do a single crochet. You move to the next stitches here, go below, and it's a hole. I don't know if you can see my finger. So it's in there. That's why it's important to work with a bigger number, the crochet hook, and leave this loop that you're gonna pull a little bit loose. Otherwise your work is gonna be really, you know, cramped. So the stitch, next stitch is here, go below, and the hole is there. Insert the hook in that hole, grab the yarn, pull the yarn, make the loop a little bit loose, and then do a single crochet. The next stitch is here, go below, the hole is right there. Go into the hole, grab the yarn, make the loop a little bit loose, and then do the single crochet. The next stitch is here, the hole below. You go in there, pull the yarn, make sure that it's, you know, a little bit tall, and then do the single crochet. Next stitch is here, the hole is right below. You go in there and do that. The next stitch is here, and you're gonna go below into that hole, and you're going to do a single crochet. The next stitch is here, the hole it's right, because if you use a bigger crochet hook, when you do the first 2 rows single crochet, that is going to help you. You know, you're going to see the hole. But after this row, the holes will form, and it's really easy to see the hole below. So the next stitch is here, go below the hole and do pull a yarn and do a single crochet. The next stitch is here, the hole it's below, go into the hole, grab the yarn, pull the yarn, make this loop a little bit loose, and then do the single crochet. The next stitch is here, go below, pull the loop and grab the yarn and pull the loop through those 2 loops. The next stitch is here, go below the hole, it's right there, go in there, pull a loop, do the single crochet. Now the last stitch is here, the hole it's right here. Yeah, so you're gonna go in there, grab the yarn, make sure that this second loop is loose a little bit, do the single crochet, chain 1, and now we're going to repeat 1 single crochet, the normal single crochet. So we're not going to go in any holes, we're going to go right here and under the stitch and do a normal single crochet in each stitches across the row. So we're going to do single crochets all the way until we finish the row. Because, you know, I worked the sample that I showed you, I worked with a 5mm crochet hook, and it's too small. You know, it's too small and curls up. That's why. And, you know, I'm saying it's not that dense because you will have some holes in it. But I think it looks really nice. Okay, now the last stitch of the row, it's here. Gonna go in there, do a single crochet, always chain 1 at the end, and now we're gonna start again with a weird shallow single crochet. So instead of going on top here, we go below. The holes are already formed, you can see them. Yeah, so the first stitch is here, you go below the hole, it's right here, go in there, pull a loop and make sure that it's a little bit loose, otherwise it's gonna be like this. It's really difficult. You know. Okay, the next stitch is here, go below the hole, it's right here, even my finger can go through it. So you go in that hole, pull up a loop, do the single crochet. The next stitch is here, the hole beneath, and pull a loop, and so on. The next stitch is here, and doing like this, you alternate 1 row of normal single crochet and 1 row of this shallow single crochet. So the next stitch is here, you go below the hole here, go through the hole, pull up a loop and do the single crochet. The next stitch is here, go below the hole, and already the holes are formed for the next row. You know, well, not yet, you have to do the single crochet. So the next stitch is here, the hole it's right there. You can see the holes are formed already when you do that normal single crochet row. But I will have to say, make sure that this second, the loop that you're gonna pull, it's loose enough that will not make the material not shrink, but will be like an accordion, like this. You know. So the last stitch is here, the hole it's right here. So you go in there, pull up a loop, do the single crochet, chain 1, and now you're gonna start with the single crochet. The normal single crochet. So the first stitch is here, you go in there and you start to do single crochet in each stitches across the row until you finish. And when you do this single crochet, you already pulling the hole. Yeah, so the hole is already formed, so it's easy. The next row, when we have to do the shallow single crochet, they're easy to see. The first 2 rows of single crochet, when you have to do that shallow, the third row, it's a little bit difficult, but you know, if you use a little bit bigger the crochet hook number, the crochet hook, it's gonna be easy to see even after, you know, the 2 rows. So it's gonna look like this. So again, you chain 1 and you turn your work, and again you can see that the holes are already formed. Yeah, so the hole is right here. You go underneath that hole, well, through that hole, pull up a loop, do the single crochet. The next stitch is here, go into the hole, pull up a loop, and make sure that this one is loose a little bit, and so on. It's very easy. I don't know, I like this this stitch. I don't know, in my mind it's like clean cut, has some symmetry. It's really, really nice. Yeah. So you're gonna do like this. It's very, very easy, simple, even for you guys, the beginners. So the stitch is here, the hole is right there. So you're gonna do like this in each stitch or hole. So the next stitch is here, the hole is right here. You go in there. The last stitch is here, the hole is right here. Go in there, pull up a loop, and do the single crochet, chain one. And again, you're gonna start now with a row of single crochet. The first stitch is here. You go in there, do a single crochet, and in each stitch across the row you're gonna do single crochets. So when you do the single crochet, you already formed the holes for the next row, so it's easy to. And maybe using a bigger crochet hook maybe will help with curling. Depends now on the yarn, yeah, what kind of yarn it is, yeah, because the acrylic will have a tendency to curl. If you use a softer yarn, maybe it's not gonna curl, I don't know. But I'm using acrylic, so this one it's a little bit let's say stiff, yeah. So again, you're gonna chain one, and you're gonna start with a shallow single crochet. So the first stitch is here, the hole is right underneath. You go in there, pull up a loop, make sure that it's a little bit loose, do the single crochet. The next stitch is here, the hole is beneath. Go there, and so on. It's really, really easy, and it looks nice. It has a really nice, so it looks like this, yeah. Well, this is like I said, I worked with 5, and it's a little bit well, it has the holes, but still it's a little bit stiff, yeah. For a blanket, well, you might have to put maybe some edges that will make the, how you say, the material to stay, because it's curling, yeah. And this is a little bit loose, let's say. I use 5.5, and it's the same yarn size, both colors, so it's a little bit loose, but still acrylic will it's a little bit stiff. Depends on the acrylic, because there are acrylic that are very soft, yeah. So use soft one if you want to do hats, blankets, infinity scarves, whatever you want to do, yeah. Okay guys, this is it. This is, like I said, the shallow single crochet stitch. It's very easy, very simple, and it has a very, well, cute, clean cut look, yeah. Okay, thank you for watching. Have a good day. Bye.